What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your guy. Something. Hit the keys. Here today to do a quick review over the Atom Audio D3Vs. That's right, I have a pair of the D3Vs in front of me. Super excited about this one. I want to send a shout out to Atom Audio for sending these over for me to check out. No worries though, they won't see the video until you guys see the video. So I guess many of you guys may be asking, you have a pair of A7Vs, why do you need these? And it's a quick answer, because they're portable. So these things have an amazing sound, but they're portable. And so I kind of want to get back to coming out here and I want to do some MPC live streams and stuff like that. So I want to have a top down, but I want to have speakers out here and I'm not dragging around the A7Vs everywhere I go. Or like when I go to my parents, I'm not trying to drag some A7Vs to be listening to music to and so on and so forth. So these right here are just they fit perfectly. Like I had another pair of, more smaller monitors like this, desktop monitors, but they were still too big to lunk around. You couldn't put them in a backpack with other stuff. Where with this, you can literally take a whole studio to go with these. So, and then another thing about the portability of the speakers that I love is that obviously you can pack them and take them with you and basically have a studio on the go. So this is just your basic computer bag and I can just grab it, boom, take my computer out. So we've got a computer in there. I've got a microphone with a shock mount that can fit in the backpack too. The screen for that. I've got my interface, and then clearly you see that I have two speakers too. And these speakers are gonna sound good anywhere. So now, bam, I can pour all that in my bag. I could take that anywhere. When you're looking at these, I know they look bigger because they're probably a little closer to the camera, but they're literally the size of my hand. So they're not taking up a huge footprint no matter, where you're gonna put them at. I also use them in my studio next to my other speakers. So they sit directly next to the A7Vs. They're just not in there right now for obvious reasons. So I've had these now for about a month. So I've been testing them out for about a month and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my initial impression of these was wow. I mean, I'm not just saying that to say it, but these things sound absolutely amazing, right? So the sound on these, what I would say, if you turn it up to about 75 to 80%, it's still gonna sound great and it's going to like fill up a whole entire bedroom. So it's like perfect for like a studio producer, bedroom producer, because this will literally fill up your whole entire sound for you. You can currently get these over at Zounds. We'll take a look at that real quick. So as you see, you can get a pair of these right now for $349.99 over at Zounds. The reason I bring this up is because you can also get these with no credit check. So you can get them for 6 payments of $58.33. I just bring that up because I know a lot of times when we're beginning musicians or just it's later on in the year, you know what I'm saying? Money might be a little bit tight. Christmas right around the corner, or summer clothes or all that other stuff. But if you're looking for some good monitors and stuff like that, $349, no credit check, you can get into these. So these speakers, in my opinion, again, they sound amazing. They have the ribbon technology right here that all of Atom Audio speakers are gonna have. Something that's a little different on these though, is that they have these radiator pots right here for the bass. So if you see that moves in and out. The same thing with this side, kind of moves in and out, so that's pretty cool. The speakers are built pretty well. They have some weight to them, so you don't have to necessarily worry about, they're just being some lightweight, rinky-dink speakers. These things feel good. It also comes with this right here, which is cool, because this is a stand and you can drop this on here. You can just slide it like that. And now your speaker's on a stand. And as you're sitting it towards you, the sound's coming towards your ear more than if it was just flat on the desk. And then on the back of this too, you'll see you have more controls that you can mess with. So I'm not gonna go into detail on all these. I kind of talk about them at another point in the video. But you can see, you can change how it's the reflection basically off the wall, the desk, so on and so forth, whether you have it in the corner, whatever you're doing here with this thing. So that in itself is nice too as well. Since the speakers, it doesn't have power for both speakers. This speaker runs the power to this speaker too as well. So it's gonna come with this cord right here. It's just one of these cords right here. It looks like this, basic cord, but it does, like I said, get the job done. So when you're looking at this, what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna plug it in. I haven't had it plugged in this whole time. I'm gonna plug it in real quick. So now that you see that it's plugged in, on this, what you'll notice is on the front, you have a headphone jack, and then you have this knob right here, which is nice because, you know, on most monitors, you got the volume control in the back, but on this thing, it's on the front. So you gotta appreciate that. But it does different things. So if you were to push the button in, so like let's say I push the button one time, that's gonna mute it. If I push the button twice, 1, 2, that's going to be for like the digital output on the back. So you can either plug this in through 1/4-inch cords, or you can plug it in with USB to your computer, and you can get it to work like that too. If you push it down 3 times, it just switches these speakers. So it makes the right speaker, the left speaker, the left speaker, the right speaker. And then if you hold it down, it just puts it in a standby for you. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about the music playing, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing anything. So those are some nice features in these speakers too as well. All right, so you see with part of the portability on the speakers that I'm talking about, this is kind of the setup that I want to run with like an MPC. So I'm gonna get an MPC here pretty soon, and I want to do like top-down views and everything like that. And I want to do it more in a living room and be comfortable like this. So if I can have these speakers, they're a lot more easier to move around than my A7Vs. And obviously I'm not going to be using those big speakers in the background to do live streams and stuff like that. So, and then obviously if I'm doing a regular live stream, I can pop up my computer and now I can just sit in my living room and stream. And then during football season, now I can watch football while I'm streaming out here because I have these speakers that are portable. And while we're here, let's go ahead and jump onto the back side of the speakers and check them out real quick. So you'll notice one speaker is going to have all the control. So you'll see at the top, you'll get like position, and then you can let it know whether it's going to be on a stand or it's a wall in the corner. You've got desk, room, and those controls allow you to make the speaker, you know, better for your personal space. And then you have the spot for your 1/4-inch cords so that you can plug it up to your interface. You also have this digital audio input, and you can just use that to set it up right to the computer. This right here is going to be the right to left player. So they give you one cord to go with that, and you got power. Then the back of the other speaker is just going to have the cord that connects from the other speaker. I guess real quickly, I'm gonna read you just a few of the specs. So we'll come over to the website. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have it memorized. I don't have a prompter, so we're just gonna read it. I'm not here to fake the funk, you know what I'm saying? But it's basically, they say it's got handmade precision D-Art tweeters. So that's gonna be these gold ribbon tweeters. It's got 3.5 aluminum woofers plus dual-sided 3.5 passive radiators. The total peak power is 240 watts. I saw Bolo's video when he started talking about RMS and speakers from the 90s. Boy, he took me back. The frequency response on this is going to be 45 hertz to 23 kilohertz. And the max SPL per speaker at 1M is 97 dB SPL. So those are going to be the specs on the monitors. What are my final thoughts, I guess, on these monitors? I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I think these monitors are phenomenal. I think they're good for anybody. They're good whether you want to use them for a reference monitor. They're good if you want to just use them to listen to. They're good if because you need speakers because you're portable. You may move your studio a lot, or you may go out of town and have to travel and need speakers. Whatever the case is, I see every single use case scenario these monitors would be good for. Now, obviously, if you have a big old studio, these ain't gonna be the monitors that you're gonna use. You're gonna get the A7Vs, but you know what I'm saying? Just for your typical home producer, these monitors right here are gonna get you in the door. They're gonna get you a good mix, and they're gonna be joyful to listen to. Make sure if you guys do like this content though, you drop a whole elbow on that like button, hit subscribe and that notification bell so every time we bring you guys a new video, you can be the first to see. I appreciate you guys' time as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.